way to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Football with the run. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal, and listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Takes the easy one to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard.
He'll try to take it back. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll run it on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Time to find the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it up. After throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Catch in the middle. It's Klein. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He has the first and still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And the Huskers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Together here as they start from their own 21. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And the offense defense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Powers forward. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got...
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Inside the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers! Great job by the back on the option. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's McCulley. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. And the ball's free in the backfield. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Huskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Key. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space. Boom.
Return brings it out to the 29. And your Nebraska Cornhuskers will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Turning on the Jets. And he'll be brought down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Fires on the move. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bonner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43.
Fourth down coming up.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He'll run it again. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score: Nebraska 36, Michigan 7.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Trying to get the edge on the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely...
Lots of running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're facing a third down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's McCulley. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Gets rid of it with the catch. It's McCulley. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long.
Military stunt.
From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
The Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.